dude with a nipple on your head. Use pound. Good stuff. Alright, that's 4 battles. One more and I can say my Pokemon's names again. Now there's probably like a bar that we can jump up on. Yep, there we are. No, grab the son of a gun. Ah, go. Oh my god, Link. Link! Link, you parkour loser! There we go. Let's go get that encounter now. 3rd time's the charm. I swear we're gonna get it. No, son of a gun. I knew I was gonna do that. That's the one other time. Let's see if we can get it a second. Alright, let's do this. Ow. Good. Ow. Stop it. Oh, don't stop. Stop. Stop doing that. Okay. Yes, I know. Fi. Oh, wait, can I just shoot him with the bow? Oh, look at that. Nice work there, Ectric. Of course, you couldn't have done it without me, but no need to thank Groose. I know I saved your tail. Actually, you did. You really did help. I probably would have failed without you. Now let's get that gate of time thing up and running. I'll go on ahead. All right. See you later, Groose. He ran off the side and fell off. That's so funny. Oh my god, that's great. Alrighty. Hello, and welcome to a very special stream where we will be doing some logo rebrands. My name is Ectric, and we are here in yet another stream where we will be once again doing an art stream. I say once again, apparently it's been since the end of December 2024 that was the last time I did an art stream. I didn't realize it was that long ago. It was apparently a long time ago, but we're going to be doing another one today. This time I'm going to be taking inspiration because Cracker Barrel recently changed their logo. It was originally like the guy with the barrel leaning on the barrel, and then it said Cracker Barrel, country store, and then they decided this has been working for us for 50 years. Why don't we change it? And they changed it to a yellow oval with just the words Cracker Barrel, because, you know, that'll make more people want to go. And apparently the people who did it just got paid like $35 million to do it. Granted, that's for like all of the, you know, research and all that stuff. It's not just for the design itself, but like, still, that's a lot of money. I went in on that money. So we're going to be doing some other famous company logo rebrands to make them look in that ilk. So we're going to be doing that tonight. I hope you're excited for this. If you are and you've not yet liked the stream and subscribed to the channel, consider doing so you can catch every single one of these as they come out. Regardless, though, thank you so much for joining. Also, yes, thank you so much. I forgot to start the TTS program. Appreciate it. Luigi, welcome in. Is this stream peak or nah? No, I'm planning on playing Peak at some point, but not tonight. I refuse to believe it was that long ago. Yeah, it was December, like, 20-something, 2024. Hello, friend. We never went to Cracker Barrel much, but every time we went, I went so happy because they had great pancakes and they had toys I always played with when I went there. Cracker Barrel was never really part of my childhood, but I started going there in like high school and college a little bit, and pretty good food. Pretty good food. All right. That's not what I meant. They had toys. Uh-huh. Well, actually, that is a great transition because our first logo is Toys R Us. Now, obviously, they went out of business, and it's probably because they didn't rebrand when they had the chance. So we're going to be rebranding for them. And the first thing I'm thinking is, this font is way too whimsical. So I'm gonna look through my fonts real quick, and we're gonna figure out exactly what we want. So we want something very blocky and boring. Let's see. Love nature? Is that Toys R Us? Nah, that's also too unique. Let's see. I could just go with like the tried and true Arial Bold. What about this? Nah. It's not the right look. Maybe this? Nah, that's too thin. Moonbold? It does. This has that look of the Pepsi, the new Pepsi logo, where it's just like all rounded. I don't think that's what I'm going for this first one. Let's see. We'll go with. Trying to think of the ones that I use for my logos. We could go Avatar, Papyrus. Not talking about the toys, I'm talking about you saying that stream isn't peak. Oh, I see. Make the kids' toy store more business oriented. We aren't selling toys anymore. We're putting kids in suits and making them work 9 to 5. Only 9 to 5? What are we, in Europe? Try 9 to 9. 6 days a week. Pull yourself up by your bootstraps, you fragile liberal. Raiders. Refrigerator Deluxe. That could be it. We'll remember that one. Refrigerator Deluxe. Roboto Bold? Maybe. That's way too whimsical. Pull up smuckers and make the logo looks like a tech company. I could do that, something like that, yeah. What's Rubik's Bold look like? That might be it. Yeah, I think Rubik Bold is what I want. I think that's the ticket. So that was the first thing. Obviously, the R is going to stay forward because having a backwards R is way too whimsical. But I think the other thing that we need to do. This is a typo. So. I think we need to make it like this, and then I don't think we can go with just a solo color, because I feel like Toys R Us having like multicolor is kind of necessary. Wish I had a 95 now. My laptop is cooked. Oof, that sucks, Luigi. I'm so sorry to hear that. There are stricter laws around kids working. True. Alright, let's see. So, I think I like the idea of having different colors still, but they have to be more muted, and I think I'll go in order, so it's going to be like a gradient almost. So we have the pink, we have the green, we have the orange, and the blue. We'll make us blue. Actually, let's just do one color for each word. We'll do... I think the orange is kind of being lost anyway, so let's go for maybe more like a muted green. And we'll make toys that color. Oops. Okay. And we're going to make toys that color. Light beige, beige, and dark beige. Alright, now, I will keep the blue for the R. And then, let's see. I want to make that a muted color as well. R, oh, goddamn. Copy that. There's that. And then this pink is way too vibrant. Holy. We gotta fix that ASAP. Yeah, much better. This screams, we are business, we mean business, we are gonna make lots of money. And then I think we should add, oh, you know how we can add the orange? We'll add a little TM in the bottom. So let's make another, we're gonna get the color first. Okay, that's good. And then we'll make the size like 20. Let's make it like 30. Yeah. Cool. All right, I think that's good. How will you add the star? There's not going to be a star. That's way too whimsical. Oh, you know what I can do? You know, I have an idea. We are wiping the star completely. I'm gonna test something first. Toys R Us star. All right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this same orange color, and I want this to be thinner. This kid's toys company needs to look corporate. Exactly. So I'm gonna real quick. We're gonna do that, and then okay. Cool. So we'll do that. And then we're going to do... We're going to rotate it so that the point is that way. You know, I probably should just get an actual star. Alright, let's delete that real... Oops. Delete that real quick. We're going to grab an actual star. Copy. Paste. Alright, and then... we're going to rotate it so that the point is pointing straight left. Actually, 90 degrees, or negative 90 degrees. There we go. Rotate. Now, do one of these. Why are you aiming to start a corporate company such as Toys R Us? We're going to test it out. We're going to see. Ash, thank you so much for the $1 dono. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate the support. Let's get some hype in the chat for Ash. Alright, so we're going to make that a little bit less visible. And then we're going to do... it's got to be thinner, I think. I think we want to go down to like 25. Yeah, that's probably better. Alright. Oops. We want it on this one. Okay. Bam. 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 Bang. Alright. So we got a little bit of like a...
There's that fucking girly.
a star outline on the toys. And we can even add extra flourish. Of like... do one of these. Something like that, maybe? Perfect. Alright, yeah, I think this looks good. It's like got enough of like an interesting thing in it. Pseudo, thank you so much for the gifted membership and for joining in. I really, really appreciate it. My dad always makes me go with him to Toys R Us, aka Radio Shack. They're also out of business. Alright, so I kind of like that, actually. Obviously, the lines aren't perfect, but we're fine. You can't tell. It's fine. Milotic Melons, congratulations. You now have access to custom emotes, as well as the opportunity to create your own entrance theme for whenever you send your first message in chat. No? Okay, that's fine. Congratulations anyway. Alright, so I think that that's good. We're gonna... Alright, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna create a section. Toys R Us building blocks. Okay. And that's gonna be, and then we're gonna make one for background building blocks. Cool. So we got that. Then we're gonna copy all of these. And then, yeah, that should be good. We move all of these down here. Okay, and now Toys R Us rebrand. All right. And then we'll just big, and then we're gonna just make this, and oops. Yeah, okay, we're good. We're good. So make this about this size. There we go. Toys R Us exists. I saw it in Macy's the other day. Oh, dang. This is the 4th time I woke up to a membership gifted. Oh, well, congratulations. All right. Put that over here. Put this up here. And then we're going to center this so we can see all of it. Perfect. All right. Membership's cool. I love being on here. There you go. Dazzling, welcome to the stream. Appreciate you coming in. Alright. Toys R Us is still around. Just made a real comeback because it's exclusively a Macy's-owned establishment. Oh, I see, I see. Well, this rebrand is going to bring them right back. I can tell. So, alright. Now, I'm just going to do one more where it's just, we're going to do this. B and A. And we're just going to put that right at the bottom. Cool. Alright. First one, done. We have our Toys R Us rebrand. I actually think it looks pretty good. It's fun. Oh, the oh neat. I see. All right. Toys R Us is done. Now we'll do the one that was in, that I was going to put in, or that I put in the thumbnail, and that is Paramount. They have been having trouble with their, streaming service. It's you know, they've gone through many different names, CBS All Access, Paramount Plus. You know, it's not the best one. I've had it. That logo actually goes hard. What the F? What can I say? I am skilled. How's it going? Oh, it's going. It's going pretty good. I'm gonna be working from home tomorrow. Oh, I should probably move this.
We're
down.
hearing from corporate that the new logo needs to include a product placement for Macy's. Can you include a few high-end closet staples for unbelievable bargains?
No. Anyway, that'll cost another $35 million. So now Paramount's next one. So what I'm thinking for this one is way too much detail with the whole ass mountain. It's in cursive. Who reads cursive these days? And that is way too many stars. So I'm thinking what we do is, first of all, we need to make this font readable. I mean, I can't even read that. What the hell does that even say? So let's find ourselves a font first. I'm not going to use the same font every time, as funny as that would be. So we're going to look for something. I don't want it to be like completely blocky, because this is like, you know, cursive to completely blocky makes no sense. But maybe this is where we bring in Refrigerator Deluxe. We're gonna do 120, and we're gonna say, oops. You know what? 120, and we'll keep the same color for now. Maybe we'll make it a little bit muted. Yeah, that'll be good. And then Paramount. No, this doesn't look like what I want it to look. Parahill. Exactly. Far too many stars. Yeah, for sure. Remember when YouTube decided to make their red logo slightly pinker? Made the entire site think they are crazy for a day? I don't remember that, but that's very funny. Let's see. What does remix come? Nah. These are all too, like, square. I'm looking for something that's still got a little bit of a curve to it. Oh, maybe this is where we bring in Moon. Or pencil? No, that's not, that's way too much whimsy. No. What if we do it italic? Remember Nirmala UI bold. That's a possibility. Okay. Let's see. Let's look at Moon bold. Nah. I don't like it, actually. Looking for something that still has a little bit of curve to it. Been there. Fucking got me. What if we add a little bit of spacing in between the letters? Oh, that's not the one I wanted. This is the one. No. No.
God! No, God, please,
I don't like that.
No!
Too square.
No!
Triangle, star being paramount, written under the triangle mountain. You're getting the picture, but it's a little bit different from what I'm thinking of doing. No, that is way too cool. That would be way too. Actually, I kind of like this. What does it look like italic? What about italic and bold? Probably need a little bit more spacing. Nah, I don't like it. Yeah, it's not good. Not what I'm looking for. Thought for a second, maybe. What about this one? No. Ooh, Lucida Sands, semi-bold. Nah. Nah. What about Lucida Fax? No. Alright. Liberty. No fucking way. Alright, Pro Bold? Too much spirit. That's an R. Yeah, it is an R. Why was that perfectly timed? It was pretty well timed, Office now. In your face drop. Why don't I remember this? Impact. Now hear me out. Oh, the all caps. Let's try. Let's try it. Let's go back to Moon. With the lowercase. Where's Moon? Moon Bold. This is giving me like Pepsi vibes. I'm not going there for this one. That's not what I'm looking for. Let's go down to the bottom. If I make that bold, what do we think? Oh, you can't make it bold because it's already bold. Alright, fine. Then no. Yikes. No, way too cool. No, also way too cool. I'm really struggling with the font for this one. I think this actually might be the one. It's got a little bit of like a curve. The T has a curve to it and stuff like that. But it's like boring. What if we don't do it italicized? I think we'll stick with this for now. And then we can always change it if we need to. I might do some iterations on italicized, bolded, all caps versus, bookcase, that kind of stuff. Says a lot about the font choice. Yeah, yeah. All right, so my idea, like you said, it's not going to be a full-on triangle, but I think we just need it underneath, similar to what we did with the star. We just need a generalized shape of a mountain above it. So what we'll do is we will make this bigger. Okay. All right. And then mountain. Make it thicker. She's thick. Is this too tall? What if we make this like 80 and move it inside more? I have an idea. So we're gonna leave this for now. Actually, never mind. I was gonna make the mountain out of stars, but that's way too clever, and way too much going on. Maybe we just make it a really flat mountaintop, or let's move it down here. Gonna make this like 80 and move it inside. Been there. Alright, so what if we do one of these, and then we erase all this shit down here? You know, I was gonna round it off. I kind of like the just flat line into it. That looks kind of corporate. You nailed it. Yeah, I feel like that actually looks really good. I was gonna put some stars underneath, but no, yeah, I think this actually is like really good. Why did that just like work? Holy. All right, we just need to make the TM. And then we're going to make this 30. Why does that work? Just had a craving for curly fries? Now I have a craving for curly fries, thanks. Maybe 1 star since they're so big on the OG. I think we put it inside of this the mountain. You don't want to put stars underneath being crushed by Paramount? Wait, that's the real life? I was thinking like stars along the bottom, but like I think maybe just one in the center would be a smart idea. Let me pull this star shape back here. We're gonna make this there. We're gonna transform, rotate 90. Star shape. I have a feeling we're going to need this more often, so we're just going to put this right over here at the very bottom, and then we're going to copy it so that we can edit it to our purposes. Let's see, so... we need to make this the correct color, and then we need to make it... Oops. The hell? Oh, because there's a one underneath, I see. How's that? Let me just make sure it lines up. That's actually pretty lined up. Perfect. Yeah, let's do it. Alright, let's get rid of that star over here. I like no star better. Let me try making the star a little bit smaller. Maybe that'll help. Because it looks a little big. Man, I actually really well lined this up. Holy shit. Okay. Let's make this slightly smaller. Tiny star right above the mountain. We could try that. I'm gonna do this first. And then we'll make another one that is tiny. Right above the mountain. So, we have 3 options. Or 4 options. Option 1. Let me get rid of all of this nonsense that can't makes it so you can't see. Alright, so option 1. No star. Option 2. Bigger star. Option 3. Slightly smaller star. I kind of like that better than the bigger star. Option 4. Little tiny star at the top of the mountain. Kind of funny, but I feel like that's not in the spirit of making it corporate and lame. If I were actually making, if this were like a make funny, a funny Paramount logo, then yeah, I would go with this. I feel like it's too whimsical. I like all of these besides from 2. Option 1. Yeah, I kind of like the number 1 cleanness. Now that you're I've looked at it more. I like the star, and I think if I were to go with the star, I think this would be the one I would go with. But I feel like it's too much. I feel like that's not in the spirit of what we're doing here. So I think I'm gonna stick with no star. I do like the star a lot. It's just not in the spirit of what we're doing. Like if I were trying to make like a good logo, I would probably include the star. But there's no whimsy in y'all's hearts. Well, that's the point, though. The point is no whimsy. Like, if I were making logos that, like, are supposed to look, like, good, or, like that I want to, like, be fun or interesting, I wouldn't be making anything like this. But I would add in, like, the star and stuff like that. Makes it look like a local realtor to me, personally. That is kind of funny, actually. That makes me want it more. Companies have no whimsy. Exactly. Yeah, so I think that I'm going to stick with this. You've convinced me of it. I do think that this, like, overall, objectively speaking, the star is, like, a better, like, rebrand. It, like, pulls in some of the original. I think if we're going for this is going to lose a company $100 million in a week, we're going with this. Looks like the HGTV logo. What does the HGTV logo look like? Oh my god, it kind of... God damn. Unintentional, but I did kind of remake the HGTV logo. The triangle is even like the right angle. Oh my goodness. All right, cool. So we're gonna lock this in, baby. So really, we only need 3 things. We move this. We move this, and then we move this, and then that there. I was thinking about that the entire time you were making this logo. I did not realize. That's very funny. Alright, so let's move all of this stuff down into a new section we call Paramount Building Blocks. I don't like deleting layers in case I need to use them later, but I also don't want them in the way right now. So I'm throwing them all beneath the background. Okay. Alright, so we've got the original. Let's make sure that this is lined up correctly. And then I don't know why that doesn't look centered to me. Probably because the TM is like not actually like lined up in my mind. Like that doesn't count. Alright, that's good enough. Now we just need to make... Oops. Paramount, B, and A. There we go. If it was a joke logo, I would change it to Paramount. Downgraded mountain. Alright. So we've got this one down over here. Let's throw this up top, actually. Bam! Number 2, down. So next up, I think we go with the classic, Disney. Can we do Amazon and put Bazoomies on it? I had a really good idea for Amazon, but you did mention the Bazoomies. That does tempt me. I think I'm going to stick with my original idea, but that is very fun. Alright. So. What we're going to do is, first of all, get rid of this nonsense with the castle. Way too much going on there. It needs to go. Way too much stuff. It just needs to be a word. Walt. Who cares if it's Walt? We call it Disney. It's gonna just say Disney. So it's only gonna say Disney, and now we just need to get the font correct. So all right. I need to just put Disney and out. And put Mickey ears above it. That's actually not a bad idea. Can everything be made of lightsabers? All right, let's look for the font first. I'm just gonna turn this back to white for now because it changes color based on what it's on top of. It's more of like it's like the logo is a shape rather than like a specific color. Or just put 2 circles above Disney and call it a day. Yeah, that could work. Let's see. Is this where we go with Moon? Let's look at Moon. Okay. Disney. Oh, it doesn't have any lowercase. We're not going with Moon for this one. It has to have the lowercase. I do like the roundedness, though. No. Nasalization? No. Alright. Let's see. Pencil child? No. I don't know why I keep clicking on that, expecting it to work for one of them. Alright, this looks like the Aladdin font almost. Let's see. Bottle bold. Disney over a badly drawn picture of a knee. Alright, Roboto actually could possibly do it. I'm gonna, remember Roboto. No, we already used this one. I don't want to use the same ones over and over again. Nope. I'm looking for just like a nice rounded one. Nah. I'm looking for a rounded one with like lowercase capabilities. Sunglasses? No. I liked it for a second, but it's too... it's got too many, like, waves in it. No. Not Tahoma. Oh, maybe this is the time for Ariel. Get it? Get it? Ariel Bold? Wonder if Calibri might actually be a better option. Looking for a nice rounded one? Been there? Your logos so far have been bangers. Let's see if you can keep up with them. Or just take my idea. I have a couple of options. So I will, the font is surprisingly important. Yeah, I feel like Calibri Bold actually is the way to go. Yeah, I think I like this. Let's make it a bit bigger. Yeah, I think this is the way to go. Now, first things first. Took me a bit, but hee. First things first. This was my wife's suggestion when I told her about the stream. Is to just do Disney because it looks like a G. So we could possibly do that. But assuming we stick with the actual, like, you know, Disney, my one idea was name shortened to Diz because I only care about their stock price. That is also very funny. Let's actually make it bigger. 200. There we go. You know what? Screw it. 250. Okay. So now, never unsee Disney now. Alright, so we're gonna keep this for now. My first idea let's move these all down over here. Is to put a star, which we will recolor white to match, and we put that as the dot in the eye, and then we erase the original dot in the I. And then we just draw a something like that. It's like a shooting star, when you wish upon a star type of thing. Obviously, the line's not great. I could probably grab a curved line. You know what? Let me actually do that. Let's see. So now, I don't know where y'all are seeing Gizny. This kind of looks like a G. The original. Painful but perfect. So this was my original idea, was the star, and then we just have a curved line, which I could probably just draw by doing this. And then color, let's see. Stroke path? Oh, Jesus. Fill path? No. Let's see. Stroke path. We're gonna make this 12. Something like that. And then I can just clean up this line on this side. That looks too much like the Discovery logo. Go. So something like that. What is Discovery's logo? I disagree. I feel like that's different enough. The Discovery has an Earth in it. This is too whimsical. Well, this is the first option. This is just the first option. So this is the. I will say that this is the first option. Because, like, you know, Disney's still trying to at least be very slightly whimsical. The second option is what Crunchy said. And maybe we do... Maybe we just do this. That. It's also a lot less whimsical than the original. True. That second circle's off. There we go. somewhat ahead in mind, but I think I like it. Yeah, I feel I get you were originally planning on having like big stuff like way up here and stuff like that, but it feels like that'd be too much. Unfortunately perfect. Yeah, I think we have to go with this. I liked my original idea, but I think this is better. Yeah, this is better. All right, we're all a little bit disappointed with how that ended up, but it is unfortunately perfect, like you said. And I don't even, it's all in one layer, so I just literally have to rename it. Okay, let's just move this out of the way.
We're hearing from corporate that we need to push some of our new Star Wars projects that aren't getting groundswell viewership. We're gonna need at least 3 more lightsabers by tomorrow.
Well, start building then. I don't know what to tell you, Mr. Corporate Man. That's going to cost at least $37 million more dollars for me to include those in the design. And we got to ship it out yesterday so that everyone can complain about it and we can pull it back immediately. All right. So, let's just make sure this is lined up correctly. Okay, I don't know why this looks uncentered. Whatever. And we just need to make a before and after one. Remove that down to the bottom. Cool. Bam! 3 down. We are making good progress tonight. We're gonna be millionaires. Somehow had one of my ideas incorporated into one of your designs. Hey, listen, I am nothing if not collaborative. I think the next one we're gonna do the classic Coca-Cola. Now this one, I think it's time for us to use Moon.
Hello, I'm another Disney executive Barnthwaite Moggles. $37 million. $37 million. That's nothing, kid. We spent more than that at Executive Happy Hour yesterday. More lightsabers.
You know what? I like the font. What we're gonna do is we're gonna put some space in between the letters, and then I'm just gonna make them bolder myself. Let's make this 200 first. Put a white line behind it. We need to put the Coke back in Coca-Cola. Alright, so what we're going to do is, real quick, we're going to grow this by, like, let's say 3. Yeah. And then we're just going to paint over this.
Hey, Ectric, guess what?
What?
Yeah, you probably already know. 1, chicken butt. 2, Snapple cap. Fact check.
Sure.
Person in suit.
Oh my God.
Levitating. Person in suit. Levitating.
He was the only letter in the alphabet not appearing in the name of any U.S.
front-facing
state.
Baby. Chick. Front-facing baby. Chick front-facing baby. Chick front-facing baby. Chick mushroom. Mushroom.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's good. It's dumb, but perfect. I just need to add the R in. have white powder under it, like a line of it. Nah, we can't play into that. Let's make that a bit bigger. We can make that 30. Okay, and then our circle. Coke. Our circle. Go. Trying so hard to make a joke about that, but couldn't think of anything. Listen. We all knew where it was going. I'm trying to go. This is serious business. Okay. So we're gonna make this. Something like this. And then we're gonna grow by 3. And we're gonna fill. And then we're gonna shrink by 3. And we're gonna delete. That'll work. There we go. Redesign mushroom emoji. That's too close. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, so now let's just duplicate. And then bam, bam, bam.
I'm a customer from unincorporated territory in Utah, and I'm not sure I'm comfortable drinking a soda that implies I am a substance abuser or that I enjoy my life.
You weren't drinking it.
Imagine the shame.
You weren't drinking it anyway because it has caffeine in it, and you're Mormon. It's fine. Okay. Cool. And now, bam, bam. You know. It is going surprisingly well. Let's move all this down here. All right. Y'all remember when Coke made like 3 commercials made entirely out of AI? No, but doesn't surprise me. That soda drinker never said they were Mormon. Yeah, but they live in Utah, so they must be Mormon. All right, so that's Coca-Cola. What's next on my list? You know what? I'm gonna go a little out of order of what I wrote. I'm gonna do Oreo next. So let me grab that logo real quick. And then we'll do this one. We'll do Amazon after that. This. Okay, now we go up over here. Oh my goodness, so big. I don't get that very often. All right, scale. Oreo Orange. I still also like the thought of them changing their name to Coco. We're trying to go for that friendly neighborhood vibe. Cool. Split the word Oreo in half vertically and add the stuffing in the split area. That's way too much thought. That's way too clever. Way too clever. Here's what I was thinking. Friendly neighborhood Coke is delicious. I will try that depending on how my original idea goes. But I'm gonna start off with my first idea. So first, I'm gonna copy an actual picture of Oreos so I can get the color. And then let's try Roboto. Roboto bold. We're gonna do 200. Oops. What the hell just happened? Oh, OBS is being weird. Just an O, a white circle on a brown circle, so it makes an O. That's actually, I kind of like that as well. We'll try it in a minute, but here's my first idea. So first we're gonna make this bigger. Can I make that any more bold? Alright, so we're gonna do the same thing we did for Coke here, so we can make it. Actually, let's try and find a thicker font first. I definitely have one. No. Kind of funny. Where's... Oh, you know what? Titan might be a good one. Titan I use a lot. Titan 1. No. Not good for this. Too bold. Futura, maybe? Come on. No, not Dubai. Futura. How did you go so far down? Yes, but these are a bit too tall, so we're gonna make this like 230 maybe? Let's make it 240. Okay, so what we're gonna do okay, and then Are they actually the same size? Why do they look different? Maybe I do this? Maybe that's what I need? The O's just look bigger because they're like farther apart from the rest of them? I don't know. Alright, I think that's a good font though. So I kind of like your idea of just having the outline and then white in the middle. So let's try Oreo middle. Let's shrink this by like 5. No. Let's shrink it by like 15. Kind of don't like that. So what my idea was to just do one of these. Do that. The new Bud Light logo uses the same lame-ass Arial font too? Yeah, it happens. The background color just makes it near impossible to see. Yeah, I'll change the background in a minute. Let's make this a slightly darker color. Oh, you know what we can do? Here, we'll do this. So... top. This is at 391, and then this is at 409, so 18. So this is at 605 plus 18 is 623. So we need to go there. And then we're going to move you. So you have that. And that. Okay, and then I think what we'll do, what we can try to do is we're going to copy this, close that, or make that invisible. Okay. What do we think of that? Let's see if I can find a better background to help be able to see that. Looks too whimsical, but I actually love it. I feel like it's geometric enough that you can kind of get away with a bit of the whimsy. I like it, but I like it because it's clever. You know what? I like it too much to want to change it. I don't care if if it goes a little bit against the spirit of this. I think I like it too much to go in a different direction. Sorry, they're getting an actually genuinely good logo for once. I'm just gonna go with this. Geometry lets you get away with it. Yeah, I think so. Because like some of them like have a little bit of like that cleverness still in it. Like they still have some of it. It's just like most of it's stripped away. This could be like, you know, the third stage of the Firefox logo, where it's like, you know, it still is discernible as a fox going around a circle, but like it's getting more flattened. We'll say that this is like an in-between stage. Eventually they'll get rid of the top and the bottom, and it'll just be these words, and then maybe like the inside of the O's will be white or something like that, and they'll change the color. The O's look like eyeballs staring right at me, kind of like Hooters. All right, I'm gonna stick with this one. I like this one. Okay, so we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this, and we're gonna merge them together. And then we'll just make that invisible. We're gonna move all of this down to here. Oreo building blocks. Move that down there, move that down there. Oops. Okay. Let's move this up right by the base area so that we can use it easier. Okay. Bring my fox back? Oh, don't worry, I'm gonna make it even worse. That's on the list tonight. All right. Oreo. Done. Next up, we're doing Amazon. So this one, I will fully admit, is not going to be exactly in the spirit of what we're doing here overall, but I think it's going to be an improvement because it's just going to be a bit more accurate. So let's get this in here first. Okay, scale that. And then good. We'll put a, where's the thing? Over here. Amazon Orig. And then you know what? We can just do one of these so you can see it a little bit better. How do you intend to further corporatize Amazon? So I will let you know. First of all, this curve is atrocious. Way too whimsical. Got to get the curve out of the Z. That is ridiculous. I think we're going to go... This is where we go with Arial. Arial bold. Maybe condensed. We're going to make this... same color. Amazon, not condensed. Bold. Yeah. Bold condensed. Is this literally the same font? Do they literally just use Arial? Oh my god. I swear to God, they literally just use Arial. Okay, we're gonna... We'll do condensed, and then we'll uncondense it. Make it a bit bigger, and then spread it out just slightly. I'm not even shocked. Yeah, this is ridiculous. It's slightly different. That's about it. So we're gonna do that. I'm also going to, real quick, back, gamma back to C, and we're just going to put a gray background so we can see the logo. Like, look at that. That is ridiculous how close they are. I am going to make it slightly bolder if I can. Can't make it bolder that way, so let's spread them out a bit more. And then we're going to do the same thing we did with Coke. Yeah, that'll work. Cracker Barrel posted in the best rage bait of all time. They kind of did, yeah. All right, so my new idea is, I will show you. It's gonna. Let's see. So grab this. Color to alpha. Perfect. And then okay. And then yellow, exactly, yes. All right, let's get rid of that. I missed stuff. I will go back and show it off in a minute. Give me a bit. Why is there a water bottle? You'll see. No way. I see. Yeah. Uh-huh. I was hoping you wouldn't figure it out until I put it all together, but yeah. And then we got this one. Nightmaster on that has me dying. That is wild. Yeah. Actually, let's rename that. Well, I just wanted to make it more accurate. All right. Let's do that, and then we'll try and make it a bit smaller. Yeah, that'll work. All right, perfect. What do we think? I'm so happy with that one. I'm gonna drink it. I'm thirsty. I would not recommend. It's just lemonade, guys. I love it so much. Let's go. All right. Okay. So I think I'm gonna actually use the back with the logo. I'm gonna save a version with and without. So that we can see it, but also I can have like a non-messed up version or non-backgrounded version. Makes me thirsty. Amazon driver threw this bottle of lemonade out the window. I see now why now it's got some bite to it. Yeah, they put Mike's Hard Lemonade in a Gatorade bottle for some reason. All right, so let's get a copy of all of this, and we're gonna. So we got this, and this. Amazon rebrand. And then we got this, where we put this on here, and on rebrand with back. Cool. Let's do Amazon building blocks. We'll put all this stuff down here. And then we do You know what? We do the B&A with the background. I love how this new logo has more design than the old. It's the electrolytes that give it that bite. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. All right, perfect. So now we can do that. All right, next up, Google Docs. I was challenged by Luigi last night to do this one. Copy image. So we gotta put it over here. Google Docs original. All right. So my idea. Have fun somehow further corporatizing it. What's the Google font? Google logo font. Product names. Product sans, style, none, color is going to be 71, 71, 71. Okay, and then text is going to be just a G. Okay. Copy. Make this a little bit lighter. Okay. And then we do docs shape. All right. And we're gonna duplicate this, and we're gonna do that. So we're gonna say, let's just duplicate this for a second. Keep that original there. So we're gonna delete that from that, and then we're gonna delete that from that, and then perfect. So this one is gonna be back up to slightly darker. And then layer, transform, flip vertically, transform, flip horizontally. Ready to go. Rewinded in the Paramount one looks pretty spot on. Thanks, thanks. All right. I think this is kind of it. I might make this lighter is the only thing. Yeah, and then we do that, and we line up this. You did it? Let's go. Sucked all their winnings. I am going to play around real quick. We're going to make this down to like 100. Okay. Yeah, I think that that's good. Yeah, I think that's perfect. All right. So this one is docs. So corporate, it's almost depressing. I mean, that's the goal. Google G, and then we copy all of this. There we go, and merge down. Google Docs, rebrand, and then we can do Google Docs, building blocks. It rhymes. I was watching Rocky 5 today. Ever seen it before? I don't know if I've ever seen Rocky 5 all the way through. I've seen Rockies 1 through 4, but I don't think I ever got around to, like, watching all of 5. Like, I've seen, like, bits and pieces of it, like, when it's on TV. Oops. Make that, and then... Good. And then... move that down there. All right. Google Docs done. Let's go back and look at all of the ones we've done so far, just to show off how we're doing so far. So, first off, we started with Toys R Us. We got rid of the typos and the backwards letters and Made sure that the colors are, you know, pleasing to the eyes. We kept the star. But yeah, this one looked pretty good. Then we went over to Paramount, and we accidentally made the HGTV logo. The first two were peaked. Listen, I'm proud of all of these, to be honest. I think all of them look good. This is basically what I would do. This is a version of what I would do whenever I would make, like, logos for the video series that I would do. I think 4 is the worst. It's just anti-Russian propaganda with a James Brown music video. I don't know. Kinda, yeah. I've not, I haven't watched any of them in a while. Obviously the second one I think is my favorite just because he wins, but, like, first two are peak, for sure. But yeah, got these two. And then we got Disney with the little Mickey on the eye, but otherwise just regular letters. Alternatively, you could do Disney with the same exact design. Then we have Coca-Cola. Now it's just Coke. These look good. Like, they're obviously, like, terrible, but, like, they look good for what they're trying to do. And then we have Oreo. This one I'm actually, like, genuinely proud of, with the idea. And then we have Amazon, of course. And then, most recently, Google Docs. Perfect. Alright, so now, next up on the list is Firefox. So, this one has had a progression. Evolution. So I think what we will do is where is, let's see. We'll just copy the meme. It's fine. They're perfect for what they are. Exactly, yeah. Alright, so, next up is Firefox. So we go over here. That is tiny. Holy cow. Never mind. We're not using that one. Because I can't see it. Alright. So everyone's made this joke already. We're going to do it again. But this time... Alright, let's do this, and then... So we'll do delete, and invert delete, and then... Leave that there. And then we merge them down. Firefox Origins. So, what I think we'll do now is I'm going to grab the Firefox logo, put it below it, so that it's a bit better quality. Much better. And now I'm gonna head to bed after this. It's been a long day and I'm exhausted. No worries, Luigi. I appreciate you being here for as long as you are. Firefox the browser kept the Fox, but Firefox the company erased it. Ah. Do I have Firefox on? my computer that I can look at? Whatever. We're gonna just go farther down the path, regardless. So, I think the overall shape we want to have is literally just like a circle with like that gets like larger. So I'm gonna start with a circle. Then you add some detail. First, you start by drawing a face. Then you erase some of the extra bits, and then bing, bam, boom, a circle thingy. All right, so we're gonna just make this a gray circle to start. Fox, ridge, or new, ridge. There we go. Bring back the fox. See, I would, but the point of this is to make them worse. So, unfortunately, can't do that. Alright, so... Firefox... Shape, base. First you draw some lines, then you draw the rest of the fucking... Alright, so it's going to be a circle. Wow, that was almost perfect circle. Alright, so we're going to say 400 by 400. And... bam. So now... we're going to just... How do we want to do this? We'll draw another circle, I think. This one's smaller. We're going to make this one 250 by 250, and then we're going to move it around. 300 by 300. And then we move it we'll do something like, let's make this 320 by 320. Okay. And then we delete this. Nah. Oops. Let's go back to 300 by 300. Bam. You can still make it minimalist with the fox. What music is this? This is... something from Pokemon. Do we have any comments about what songs? Or is it in the description? Unfortunately, it does not list what song this is. But it is a Pokemon song. Alright, so we're gonna that. And we'll delete this. And now let's do the same thing. But this time, we're going to do it so that it's for the purple one. And we're gonna move it around this way. And we're gonna make this one 330 by 330. Actually, 350 by 350. And we move it back this way. We move it up this way. And we move it back this way. Okay. Let's move this down some. Oops. Move this down some more. And then let's actually make it 370 by 370. Okay, and then we delete this. And we're going to make it purple, but a muted purple. And then this one. Let's retry this with a bigger circle. So we're gonna make this one like 500 by 500, and then, whoops. Yeah, that's way too big. So let's try 400 by 400. Is Conchu with us? Let's delete this one and then try this again with the shape, original shape. So we're gonna delete this. Shoot! We deleted the wrong one. Put that on top. Yeah, I think that'll be good. And then yeah. We're doing that. Perfect. Actually, I think I want to just do one of these, and then maybe like over here. one of these. Let's try that. Whoops. So I think what we need to do actually is one of these. Start here. We want it to end up over, like, here-ish. Yeah, that'll work. And then, bam, we fill that in on this one. Yeah, that's better. And then I think I want to make the curve a little bit better on this one as well. So I want it to go up to like here. Yeah, good. Cool. And we do one of these. And we fill in that. Yeah. All right. Cool. I like that. We'll get there. One of these days we'll get there. That is the new Firefox logo. And I think that'll probably be the last one I do for tonight. Actually, I'll do one more after this. I have one more that I want to do. Then we'll call it a night. Or maybe two. We'll do two more. Very quick ones. Alright, so. Let's make it... oops. And bam. This Firefox logo is so fire. Oops. Cool. And remove you. And these two guys. So we're going to say that. And then after... Beautiful. Perfect. All right. So the next one I want to do is MasterCard. So let's pull that up real fast. Yeah, MasterCard. So we put that there. So this is the MasterCard logo right now. Never heard of it. Really? It's one of the like 2 most common credit cards in the US. Yeah, that company. All right, so this is their current logo. I have an idea for a new one. Let's just say 500 by 500. Okay. And MasterCard Bridge. MasterCard shape. Okay, and then let's just get this and this. Do that. That. New stop. And the color is gonna be okay. You know what, actually? What we're gonna do is we're just gonna do 3 stripes. So let's throw that hardness up. Or let's just do a copy just in case. And then just do this real quick. And then we'll do that. And we do this. Like that. This doesn't look centered. Let's see. So, real quick, this is at 1190. This should be at 1690. Yeah, 1690. So 1440 is the center. All right, and now I'm gonna make this that wide? No. That wide. Sure. There we go. And then we'll just stick with Arial, it's fine. And we're gonna make it black font. MC. Bold. I'm gonna make that 250. Did that say anal bold? Arial. Arial bold. Alright, there we go. That is the new logo. Alright, so we're gonna save that real quick. Y'all can just call me MC now. Right. Let's move MasterCard blocks. Good. And then before and after. Bam. All right. One more. The last one I'm going to do is Target. Now, I know what you're thinking. How could you possibly make Target's logo more bland? So here we go. Put that there. 4. So my idea.
Riddle me this, Batman. What is long, hard, and has come in the middle? No.
Cucumber.
The answer is cucumber.
That's what I said. And then after. Good. All right, so the new one, the new Target. This is my idea. There we go. That extra dot, not necessary. Now, unfortunately, Target is being boycotted, so unfortunately, we are going to have to make one extra edition. we're just gonna have to do something along these lines. So that's the new Target logo. I think it's an improvement. So, yep, that's it. We're gonna call it there. But thank you so much, everyone, for joining me tonight. I hope you had a fun time. I really enjoyed this. We'll do one last pass through the logos just to see everything one more time. But let's see. So, before and after. First off, Toys R Us. Let's try to make this as big as possible so y'all can see it. That is going to be as big as we can get. All right, cool. So, 4, way too colorful and pastel. R is backwards. It's not even a word. And then it switched over to something much more corporate friendly. Obviously, in the future, if I would ever do it for real, I'd probably make these like not rounded edges, and the lines would actually work. But yep, that's the first one. Next one was Paramount. You know, way too much going on. The mountain is taking up way too much space. No one reads cursive anymore, and there's way too many stars. So we got rid of all the stars. We made it so that it's nice and easy to read. We kept the mountain a little bit, but cut it off so that it's not taking up too much space. And that's Paramount. Then it was Disney. We were gonna originally do a shooting star over, but that's way too whimsical. So we just added the little Mickey head as the eye dot in the eye tittle in Disney. And alternatively, you could write Disney if you want that, like, you know, swoopy portion still there. Next up, Coca-Cola. They are now just called Coke, and we're just gonna stick with that. No need to talk about the cola or Coca. It's just Coke. Everyone says Coke. Just call it Coke. Then Oreo. Way too many layers. That's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different layers of the word. That just get over yourself. And you're at an angle, so I can't even fully read you correctly. I want you facing dead on, and I want it to be one layer. So no shadows, no nothing. We're just having the text, and then we're having the little rectangles at the top and bottom to make it look like it's a cookie. Next up, Amazon. Mostly good. It's already extremely boring in that it uses Arial, essentially. We got rid of the curve, and then we made it a little bit more accurate by having it go into a pee bottle. Next up, Google Docs. It's already extremely boring, but it has some shadows, it has some color. The words are beneath it, so it takes up more space than it needs to. We're getting rid of the oogle, it's just G, and then we have Docs, and it's all grayscale. No need to have anything else, it's just G Docs. Then Firefox, they've already made a lot of progress in our goal of making it as bland as possible, but they still had like too many, you know, extra pointy bits here. That's too much to look at. So it looks too much like a fox's tail still. So we deadened the colors a little bit so that it's more corporate friendly, and it's just 2 colors, 1 shape each. It's nice and simple. It's iconic. And then next, the penultimate one, MasterCard. You don't need 2 circles. You only need the 1. You can have the gradient of the colors. It's fine. And you don't need the full word. MC is fine. Everyone knows that means MasterCard. So that's all we needed for that one. It looks like fox ears now. Oh no. Did I make it? Oh, you mean this one? I think it looks more like a fox tail, personally. I'm back. What did I miss? We were just ending off Dazzling. We made a bunch of them. I was just doing a final update. But yeah, MasterCard. You don't need 2 circles. Consolidate that down to 1. You can solve all the colors, although they need to be a little bit deadened just because these are a little too bright. And then MC is fine. And then, finally, we have Target. Originally, it's pretty simple, but you're using a little bit too much. So let's just get rid of that middle circle. You don't need it. And then if you're looking to boycott it specifically, you can add the slash. So those are all our redesigns. Hopefully you enjoyed this. If you did and you've not like the stream and subscribe to the channel, consider doing so you can catch every single one of these as they come out. Regardless, though, we are going to go and pass on the love to another streamer. So let me just find someone who is doing something fun. Let's see. Let's do... Let me look at my subscriptions.
What the Sigma? Mushroom, front, facing.
I know we just recently
baby chick,
rated
person, in suit, levitating.
Manx. I kind of want to do it again.
Front,
oh
facing,
no, we'll rate
baby
moms.
chick, person, in suit, levitating. Mushroom, front, facing.
Sorry,
baby.
I had to. You really didn't.
Chick, person, in suit, levitating. Aerial tramway, man with white cane. Aerial tramway, man with white cane.
All right, that one's done. I'm turning off TTS, so don't do it anymore. We are going to go on the raid. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your night. And until the next one, I hope to see you over in Mom's Gone Gaming's stream with the hashtag Ectric. See you over there, and have a good one. Bye.